Bro, that's literally who James Harden is, and I don't know what team is going to offer him 81.5 million. James Harden is nothing but a stat pattern nowadays. What? When you're playing like this? No, you're ass. I get James Harden used to be an MVP. He was an MVP back in the day, back in 2018, but you're not him anymore.
Why is James Harden demanding a trade when he's in a city he loves, LA, on the hottest team in the league since Christmas? Dude would rather live in Cleveland and sabotage his own team than be on the Clippers one more second. Well, during the game last night, Chris Mannix reports Clippers Cavs have had advanced discussions on a James Harden-Darius Garland swap.
Darius Garland is the same level as James Harden? What? No way. James Harden is literally an all-star caliber player. Darius Garland is literally coming off the bench.
Someone in the building said they had never seen more fans looking at their phone during a game. Players were saying Harden could be on the Cavs before the night was over. But right now, The Athletic says one thing is holding this up. The Cavaliers' interest in Harden would be contingent on the amount of draft capital the Clips would attach to sweeten any deal. Draft capital? How many draft picks do the Clips even have left at this point? Again, you may already know details of the trade.
Wait. So they're giving up Darius Garland for James Harden, and the Cavs are going, hey, no, that's not good enough. We want draft picks as well. James Harden's ass. We need draft picks too. Could you imagine that lineup though? Bro, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, who would play at the 3? Who's playing at the 3? Sam Merrill or whatever his name is? Who's still on the team? And then you got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley for the 4 and 5. Like, bro, what a team.
Question is why now? Well, Harden is on a 2-year partially guaranteed deal in LA. So next year, he could be cut, making just $13 million. But
just $13 million.
He is playing at an elite level right now at 36-year-old. Harden knows he can get
36,
again, right? Averaging 25 points a night, 5 boards, and 8 assists. Not super efficient, but he gets to the line a ton. In fact, outside of Kawhi going nuclear, Harden's the #1 reason LA went from a game out of last place December 22nd to a play-in spot today. But all of a sudden, Harden starts to...
Bro, they need to get rid of Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn is absolute bum cheeks.
Go out for personal reasons a few games ago. People tweeting the fat suit picture like, oh, personal reasons. Harden up to his old tricks again. And they were right. Harden wants a 2-year, $80 million.
That's why. They are not paying you that much, buddy. You are not worth that much.
Deal, according to Clutch Points, but the Clippers say no. They are
the Cavs are gonna pay that much.
Being a max salary cap team for 2027, and I'm not even really sure why at this point. Okay, the list of free agents.
Bro, these NBA players are getting too greedy, bro. These NBA players are getting too greedy. They're seeing a $20-30 million contract and saying, "Nah, that's not good enough." Bro, every NBA player in today's world, they have a 20-30 point game and they think they deserve 40 mil. Like, what? I get James Harden used to be an MVP. He was an MVP back in the day, back in 2018. But you're not him anymore. You're not getting 40 mil. The reason why Steph Curry still gets it is because he's loyal to his team. And he's consistent. And he's majority of the time healthy, ready to play. And he makes his team better. James Harden just always sooks and wants trades from every team he goes to.
Jokic, Giannis, Steph, Jimmy Butler, Cat AD, Jordan Poole.
What? Alright, why the hell is Jordan Poole? Why is Jordan Poole in the mix? Why is he there? Anthony Davis, Jordan Poole, get him out. No one cares. No one gives a fuck. Jimmy Butler just tore his ACL. Steph Curry? I feel like he'll just renew his contract with Golden State, but he'll do like a 2-year contract. Nothing crazy, like a 1 or 2 year contract, and like if he still feels good after that, add another year. But I don't think he's going to sign another like 4-year contract or anything like that. Giannis is a good one. Jokic is a good... Whoa, those two are crazy. Everyone else is kind of ass. Oh, Donovan Mitchell's pretty good too.
How many of those players do we really think are going to be a free agent and switch teams? Really? Jokic, Steph, maybe Giannis, but who's choosing the Clippers? No offense. Or maybe they just don't really want to be in the James Harden business anymore.
No shit.
Last year,
a lot of teams don't want to.
Line, Harden went just 2 for 8 in the Game 7 against Denver, scoring 7.
What the fuck is that shot? Look at this. Batum, who's not a bad three-point shooter, and Dennis Smith Jr., who's a decent shooter, are wide fucking open. And look at this guy.
Harden went just 2 for 8 in the Game 7 against Denver.
You're nearly getting triple teamed. Look at these two. They're wide open.
Scoring
and he goes for it.
Points. And that is who he has been in big games his entire career. Harden becomes a sluggish, non-existent player in big spots. It's like he doesn't even care. Closeout game year before, he went 5 for 16, including 0 for 6 from 3. His last playoff game in Philly, a Game 7, he goes 3 for 11, scoring 9 points in the Game 7.
Give me $81.5 million for 2 years. When you're playing like this, no! You're ass! You're literally ass! James Harden is nothing but a stat pattern nowadays.
It's like a paradox. The dude that you depend on all season becomes undependable in the biggest moment of the season. So depend on someone else. And if you still don't...
Wait, did he walk away there?
Of the season. So depend on someone else.
Oh no, I thought he turned around and walked away.
And if you still don't believe that after 15 years of proof over and over, I don't know what to say.
It needs to bring back the Mohawk.
The Cavaliers want part of that. Well, they are being super aggressive because of Donovan Mitchell. Spada has played like a top 10 player again this year, but Cleveland is playing way below expectations.
Oh wait, that's who would have been at the 3. DeAndre Hunter. So they just got rid of DeAndre Hunter. They waived the Australian guy, and they're getting rid of Darius Garland. Bro, they're getting rid of everyone. What the hell?
They are seeing potentially another first or second round exit, then Mitchell looking to exit for another team. Why? Because he has never been past the second round in his career and can be a free agent in 2027. Do you remember that free agents list from before?
Yeah.
Well, the only big name young player is Spida Mitchell.
Yeah.
So a lot of teams could offer him max money. Now, if Cleveland wants to keep him, they need to show him how aggressive they are about winning. But James Harden, this man is the king of sabotage. Unhappy in Houston, gets all fat and out of shape. Unhappy in Brooklyn, literally retires during a game to save okay, not literally, but you know what I mean. In Philly,
I love that clip.
He lowballed his contract, so he goes all toxic, calling GM Daryl Morey a liar in public. The man who had Harden's back, believed in him more than anyone other than like his own mom, and he throws that guy under the bus. If anything gets between Harden and his bank account, dude will burn it all down for the bag.
Bro, that's literally who James Harden is, and I don't know what team is going to offer him $81.5 million for 2 years, or anything close to that number. He's a bum.
I mean, Clips are playing so well, and he does this now? Well, in return, they could get Darius Garland, and
There's so many better players that are younger that can produce the same thing that he's doing right now.
He is a big step back.
Or if not, they will be producing that number soon.
And a major reason they climbed out of near last place to the play-in. The beard is key to unlocking Ivica Zubac, and his scoring takes pressure off Kawhi needing to be a superhero every night. On the flip side, though, Garland is inconsistent. He has played 26 games this year for a toe injury. And oh, not that toe. That was injured last year. This is another toe. He is even having a special shoe made for him with insert.
This guy's got glass toes. I mean, hey, but he's not as bad as Anthony Davis.
And a metal plate to deal with this. Great. but it would be buying low on a potential building block for the future, which is awesome, but not good for this year.
If you could keep Darius Garland healthy,
well, the Cavs want draft capital.
They would definitely win this trade.
So what do the Clips have to offer? Well, LA has no first-round picks, famously, until 2030. And, I mean, probably dumb, right, to send another one out? Right when they can see the light at the end of the tunnel, they have to dig the hole even deeper. But they do have a number of second-round picks to trade. So if Cleveland says no, who else wants James Harden? Well, there are two teams on his list. Because remember, because of bird right considerations, Harden can veto any deal. So his list matters a lot. Well, the first team is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards needs a legit point guard, and Harden still elite in the regular season. His other team,
that would be crazy, but they would have to give up like Jaden McDaniels. They would have to give up a couple players. They wouldn't be keeping their starting lineup. Maybe they could give up Rudy Gobert, but they don't need the Clippers don't need Rudy because they've got Zubac. I'm thinking Jaden McDaniels. And maybe Dante DiVincenzo.
Is Atlanta?
Wow. Atlanta? Oh, they just got rid of Trae Young. So they need a point guard. And Jalen Johnson's like their only real scorer that's doing stuff. They could give up CJ McCollum for James Harden. That's a good deal. CJ McCollum and maybe a shit like rotational player. I can see that.
Hey, well, they need a point guard in. Legendary party city for NBA players. But Jake Fisher says, sources say that Harden likes Minnesota and Atlanta, but the Timberwolves and Hawks are not expected to pursue such a deal. Well, that sucks. But I still
don't blame them.
Minnesota cannot get Giannis done, and reports say they probably won't. They should at least consider a Harden swap. So who else? The Rockets spent over a decade in H-Town. They need a point guard, but Houston quickly came out and said, no thank you. Why? Because they would need to get rid of a rotation player like Tari Eason and commit to Harden long-term.
They've already done the Harden and Kevin Durant duo. And it didn't work, did it? Keep Amen Thompson, keep Sengun, keep Durant, keep Jabari. They've got a good squad right now. Don't mess it up.
Plus, does KD really want to play with Harden again?
Literally, bro.
So
literally.
All the way back.
Oh, shit! Oh! A choice with the three tall midgets as usual.
No teams are even interested in James Harden outside of the Cavs. Every single franchise that he has floated has said, no way do we want the beard. So I think it's a matter of...
He's more of a liability than he is a good player. Like, don't get me wrong, James Harden is an amazing basketball player, but he's such a liability and he causes more problems than he does solutions.
Time before Harden is sharing the backcourt with Donovan Mitchell, because that is how desperate the Cavs are at this point. But what does that mean for the Clips? A lot of people saying, well, they should just trade Kawhi Leonard at this point. Dude is on a tear, and somebody would take him on despite the looming aspiration scandal. But what if that is the bigger story here? I mean, Kawhi...
Put the pieces together, y'all. Kawhi Leonard's shockingly not an all-star. He is. James Harden getting traded. They're about to suspend Kawhi, and the Clippers know it.
Shockingly not an all-star. And Harden about to get traded.
What?
The NBA is about to come down hard on the Clips? Yeah.
What?
This is just Harden wanting to jump town before the Adam Silver earthquake hits that franchise. No.
Nah,
Obviously,
that ain't true. That ain't true.
Who cares about is getting paid.
Facts.
And Kawhi has nothing to do with this. You cannot trade Kawhi. The Clips have no draft picks. What are you gonna do? Trade Kawhi, Harden, and Zubats for picks and tank? The Thunder have their pick, and next year, and Philly has their pick 2 years after that. The Clippers need to win no matter what. And this James Harden trade came at the worst possible time, like it always does. But you know what is even more annoying than a James Harden trade demand?
What?
The constant daily updates on Giannis' situation. Well,
Giannis situation. Don't even get me started on that. But they really messed up trading Shai Gilgeous-Alexander away, bro. They really fucked up. They gave away all their draft picks. They gave away Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bro. They messed up so bad. And if they had to go back into another rebuild when they haven't even gotten to the, like, finals, bro, you rebuilt just to rebuild again. Like, bro, come on. This James Harden, bro, he just causes problems, like I said.